During the January 20th inauguration, the internet became intensely fascinated by a single figure in the crowd. Millions watched a towering, suited young man navigate a chaotic sea of cameras and reporters, yet he never uttered a single word. The Trump political machine is defined by a loud, unfiltered, and hyper-visible brand. But the youngest son has maintained a total lack of a digital footprint, with no public social media accounts or televised interviews. This creates a specific analytical problem. When a subject provides zero verbal data, observers are forced to pivot. We have to analyze his nonverbal architecture. His silence is less an absence of communication and more a deliberate canvas. It forces the public to decode him entirely through his meticulously crafted visual presentation. To understand this, we must look at enclothed cognition. It's the scientific principle that clothing acts as a second skin, shaping internal psychology. Historically, wardrobes evolved from being purely practical to highly visible markers of individual identity and social belonging. Applying this academic framework to Barron's specific wardrobe provides the data points needed to evaluate the persona he maintains in public. A child's early presentation is often a direct reflection of the specific attitudes and controls exercised by their parents. Donald Trump established a rigid behavioral baseline. He demanded top grades and enforced strict rules prohibiting drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, and tattoos. Melania Trump provided a different set of inputs. She emphasized her traditional European heritage, encouraged early independence, and introduced high-end routines, like moisturizing his skin with caviar after his evening bath. Coming of age inside the White House meant living in a high-stakes media fishbowl. Surviving that level of scrutiny required the development of psychological armor. The convergence of Donald's business rigidity and Melania's protective European tradition created the foundation for Barron's public persona. Barron's modern aesthetic is built on impeccably tailored traditional dark suits and minimalist accessories. He occasionally breaks these rigid formal staples with calculated collegiate elements, like $149 New Balance sneakers, to project a sense of approachability. Academically, this conservative styling functions as a defense mechanism against a hostile media apparatus. This specific wardrobe visually commands respect while actively starving tabloids of the sensational visual material they need to attack. His wardrobe functions as a psychological shield. It grants him absolute control over his own narrative while standing in the center of the spotlight. Today, the 18-year-old is a student at NYU's Stern School of Business. He has notably declined formal political delegate positions, keeping his profile strictly private. But beneath the traditional aesthetic is a sophisticated understanding of modern, unregulated digital media. Barron reportedly advised his father to shift away from traditional media and toward massive, unfiltered internet podcasts. This pivot toward alternative media was designed to capture the elusive Gen Z male demographic. This advisory role demonstrates a high degree of agency. It shows a young man who actively maneuvers the levers of his family's political machinery. By mastering the psychology of presentation and the strategic use of silence, Barron Trump demonstrates that in an era of endless shouting, you don't need a microphone to wield influence.